What is going on? I want to thank you for coming to Vape with the Viking. So today, don't really have a review per se. This is going to be basically kind of like a product showcase and a kind of how-to real quick video. So not the big hoopla in the beginning, probably not a lot at the end either. So we're going to keep this nice, short, and simple, mainly because there's a good possibility that this company will take off. Well, it already has taken off, but take off even more. And I know they've already uploaded a video of how to on Facebook. So I kind of did my own to show them some love, but also so that if they have multiple sources to find where to grab a hold of their stuff, and also how to use this specific device. So what we're talking about today is from OG Leather, and that is the Abyss case. Now, what these are is, of course, OG Leather has been around for quite a bit, and they're the ones, if you follow Bogan around as, oh, sorry, I had to. It's right there. Look at that. Thank you so much, Chad and Craig. I did purchase this, but they did throw a little Mad Viking love on there for me, so thank you so much, guys. If you have been following Bogan for a good period of time, you'll remember back when he first released his Bonza mech tube, there was a leather sleeve that came later on that was all hand done, hand stitched, hand stamped, all that, with all of his stuff on there. And he was saying, you know, thanks to OG Leather out of South Africa, these are the same. I shouldn't say these are the same. It's only one technically. It is the same maker. His name is Chad. He is a fairly young guy, actually. His dad, Craig, is runs a vape shop in South Africa, and of course kind of helps him along because he likes to do this, not do this or this. I had to give you some shit, Chad. But so yeah, he does some really, really great work, and this is, you know, all 100% leather, all, you know, handcrafted, either lasered or hand stamped, both in some instances, hand stitched, hand dyed, because these do start out as just regular plain old tan leather, and he goes through and does all the coloring to them and all that. So he does some really killer work. So definitely want to give my hats off to him for just an amazing base design anyway, and then for those guys to go out of their way and throw a little Mad Viking on there. So, but haven't figured out exactly how to do this yet, because I know a lot of the people that watch my content do not own an Abyss, but they were also kind enough to send me another case to give to a lucky person. So, and one thing you'll see in a dive down, the buttonhole is a little different. So this is kind of a almost like a V1, but it's an orange tiger stripe. So the only thing I'd tell you is stay tuned to my channel and also TRV Crew Show live on Friday nights at 7:30 Central on Spring UGA Girl Reviews channel. That way, once I figure it out, you'll probably figure it out or find out there first. So, but let's go ahead and take a little closer look at this guy, and also how to install it on the Abyss so it doesn't do any damage to the case or the Abyss itself. So I'm ready. Are you ready? Yeah, we're ready. Let's go and drop the hammer on OG. All right, so what I got for you today is a box. It's just a box, but it's a box of coolness here. So what we got is, this is straight from South Africa. This is OG Leather. They do OG Leather and 3D printing services. Basically, if you've heard me talk about them for a little while, Chad is the OG Leather. He is the son of Craig, who they both, like I said, do the leather and 3D printing, but also is a owner or co-owner of Survey. Bought some stuff from them. The Abyss stuff and all that came quick, easy. It was awesome. But then Chad also made this for me, and it's going to be a sleeve for the Abyss AIO. So what I'm going to show you here is, I've not done a review on the Abyss yet, but I'm going to show you, if you ever get something from them for the Abyss case, you're probably always going to wonder what this is right here. We'll go over how to deal with that. But before we get into that, this comes in every box right here. You know, thank you for purchasing a sleeve from us. We truly appreciate it. Make sure you have a look at OG Leather Facebook page for the Abyss video on how to insert the Abyss sleeve properly as not to damage the sleeve or the mod. Regards, Chad. So I'm going to go in there and show you as well, just in case you're not a part of their group or for some reason can't find the video. But they also throw a nice little keychain in there for you too. We'll get into the whole look at this. And they also did send me one for a giveaway as well. So we will figure out how to do that a little later on. But it's the orange like tiger or zebra striped one. That was really cool. Chad does some really amazing work. All right, so here's a little more up close look at the sleeve. So I did pick out, they do have several different designs, and I picked out the one that had the most Norse to it that they had at the time. So, and they're always coming up with different designs, so definitely check back if they don't have a design that you care for at that point in time. Plus, they do other mods as well. So definitely keep on their Facebook page, look at all their new updates, all the new designs, and also what mods that they're doing as well. But you can see here, you got the whole flock of ravens or murder of crows, just depending on which part of the world you're on and what you would call them. You got the birds there. Maybe there's a little Mugen right there. I don't know. But you got some birds, very symbolic Norse mythology. And then on the top here, you got their own font there, typing out Valhalla. And then their OG design here. And then you have another bit of a raven or crow, but I call it a raven, with some Norse stuff under here too. These are like parts of a runic symbol off like a Norse compass. And then something they did for me specifically, because I've been sporting them for a while, is they did put Mad Viking in my font on there. So that was pretty awesome. And of course, it's all hand stitched. It's all hand engraved either by laser or by hand. And it is very stiff to begin with, because as leather should be, but these all start off as just regular tan colored leather. They go through and they do the whole dye process and everything. Chad does some pretty amazing stuff. And we'll take a real quick look at the zebra one that they sent for me to give away. Same stitching, same hand stitching all the way to the back, bottom. Then you have that leather. Like I said, it was kind of the tannish, so they went through and did all the color to it. So you got some orange through here. And this is all for, again, for the Abyss as well. And then their OG on the side there. One of the things that he did say that they did a little bit differently is this is kind of one of their first runs of it. So if you'll see, the button section is a little bit smaller. Still works, but he actually liked this a little bit better. But other than that, it's exactly the same. So like I said, we'll be figuring out a way to give this one away, either through maybe TRV Cruise Show or on my personal channel. We'll figure out how to do with that. But just so you know, the button is a little different on that one versus what they're doing now. Still works, but it covers more of the button, but actually doesn't hit the button itself. So again, haven't done a review on this thing yet. I mean, as you see, I'm still kind of playing with it. I haven't even put a build or anything in it quite yet, but I did purchase this and a couple accessories, including the Flow V2 they had in stock, which is a billet box bridge that goes in here. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing, I believe, on the review. So, and that's why this is floppy. I took the tube out just to see how it works. But anyway, for this, doesn't need to really be built or anything. So you're always going to get this little plastic strip. And what that's going to be is this thing is so tight fitting and so perfect to fit into it, is you would think, okay, well, why do I even need that? If it's made specifically for it, why do I need that? So what they tell you to do, I'm going to just chuck that off to the side there. It's getting in the way. So the only thing that makes this kind of a, I wouldn't say a pain, but makes it so that it could damage the mod or the sleeve itself, is the airflow adjustment nub. So that thing, it protrudes out fairly well. So it will end up scratching the crud out of the inside of this, possibly deforming it over time, but possibly even messing up the whole AFC right here. So what they wanted you to do, and you could see this on their Facebook as well, is get this thing started, and then you can slide it right there in place, and you're essentially just covering that airflow nub. And then you go to push this thing in, and again, it is stiff leather to begin with, so you are going to have to get a little rowdy with it. As you see, it just went right over that nub, and it's messing with the plastic, not the case. Now, once you get it to this point, because it's not going to go, this isn't going to hit down here. You're good to go. Now you can just take and work with it slowly too. And essentially little adjustments here and there, and of course as you use it and it wears a little bit, gets a little softer, some of these little fine points in here are going to come together a whole lot better. So that was the first install right there. But if you look, except for, like I said, little adjustments here and there that you're going to have to do with any leather product, it's good to go. You still have access to the charge base, of course the buttons through here, you still have access to there, the screen, everything is still accessible. So, but yeah, that's it. So that's the new Abyss AIO with an OG leather sleeve case. All right, so back up on top with the OG leather case. First off, I haven't done the review on it yet. The Abyss, I am running that Flow V2 billet box burrow in there, running some Dark Stars Blue Cherry, and let's see here, it was what, 0.27, running that guy at 40 watts, and show you that I know a lot of people out there said the Flow V2 is a very mouth to lung type of burrow, but here, check this out. It is actually a very, very good, in my opinion, restrictive direct lung hit. So definitely when I do the review on the Abyss itself, because I'm still, of course, testing it, you will probably see showcase the Flow V2 as well. Pretty simple little thing to build with. It's kind of neat, but the wicking is a little different than probably what most people are used to. It's kind of that old school, like, what was that, the Silverplate RTA, where the wicks come out, you cut them off the ends there, and they kind of fluff out. So, but that's not what you're here for yet. You are here for OG leather. So, you know, again, like I said in the beginning, I think I said in Dive Down as well, nice thing is if you do not own an Abyss AIO device, they actually have a list of different devices that make stuff for, like, the new Vapers Cloud Hammer God DNA like 400. That big old guy, they're in the stages. I think they actually have a couple out there prototype wise or something like that. But they do make for a plethora of different mods. So definitely go check them out on Facebook. They do also have some stuff on Instagram. But if you go into their Facebook and you go into their actual like fan site, they have a lot of information there. They have Chad's original video of how to take this in and out of the Abyss. But then they also have like their list of the mods that they're currently doing and all their designs. They started, when I first saw them for the Abyss, I think there was like 5. Now I think they're up to like 20 some odd different designs. So definitely go check them out. It's OG Leather and 3D Printing on Facebook. So again, Craig and Chad, thank you so much for putting that little extra special touch on there. And just amazing work, guys. This is really, really high quality stuff. But that is all I got today for the OG Abyss case. I want to thank each and every one of you yet again for coming to Vape with the Viking. I'll check you later.